Disclaimer: this video contains clips and scenes from other properties. I do not own these clips. This is simply just to help out with the video better. With this in mind, Copyright Act 1976. I do not own these things and all clips and scenes belong to their rightful and respectful owners. Thank you, and please enjoy the video. What's up, people of YouTube? F-Man Critic back, and, well, I thought, we could review the movie Monster Family, or some countries for some reason, Happy Family. Not just that, but also the sequel. Now, Monster Family was one of those movies that just came and went. Like, when it first came out, it was just there. I may not have the strongest memory, but I don't see that much advertisement for it, you know? Oh, same goes to the sequel. Like the sequel, however, it barely went under the radar. When I first, saw Monster Family, I was like, oh, okay. Oh, but it was a complete surprise when I heard about a Monster Family 2 that was not only already out, but, I'm just saying, outside of the weird, poor marketing, what are this family? Well, it's about this family called the Wishbones. Oh, strange last name, but okay. Who gets cursed by a witch called Baba Yaga, by Dracula, because, as you see, the woman, the mother of the family, Emma, she was trying to she was searching through town, trying to look for a pair of fake vampire teeth. Okay, first of all, fake vampire teeth aren't hard to come by. Just go on eBay and then you'll look at them. And then when she was looking at Dracula's R Us, apparently she got wrong number, and apparently she dialed Dracula. And apparently Dracula is lonely, and he wants a woman in his life. Okay, and so therefore he believes that if he turns her into a vampire, well, technically he needs a witch to do it, because if he turns her, then her soul will be gone, or something like that. I don't know, the logic in this movie is kind of confusing. Like, for example, Faith, the teenage girl, she has the powers of a mummy, so... And here's the thing, apparently she has the power to hypnotize people. Don't vampires have the power to hypnotize people? Seriously, the logic in this movie is a bit, whatever. They get transformed into, you guessed it, monsters. And to be honest with you, I really love this reaction.
I'm an ugly old witch.
Every time. And so, so they go on a quest to find the witch, try to reverse the spell, but it just goes a bit sour. For example, they go into the desert and they end up splitting up because of their old difficulties and how they're an unhappy family. But they come back together, they apologize to each other, and they accept who they are, and they become a happy family. They defeat Dracula, and that's Monster Family. Well, I will certainly say, although the lip syncing doesn't always match up with the movie, never almost matches up, I will certainly say this movie was alright. It's no Hotel Transylvania. It's it's just your run-of-the-mill movie about a British family. And for some reason, although they live in New York, apparently they're all British. Then why couldn't the movie take place in England? And instead, why make the entire cast British-ish, but make them make them live in America? It's kind of strange. At least give an explanation, please. Whatever. Despite these flaws, this movie was solid. Give it a solid 7, then maybe just 7, really. Now, Monster Family 2, however, is a very strange case. Now, I will certainly say this, though. This movie was, in my opinion, but this is just me, a little bit better than the first one. A little bit. I mean, not entirely, better, but it was decent nonetheless. I mean, at least the teenager went from, kicking her little brother down the stairs to, going through a crisis where she's worried because she thinks she's no good at anything. At least that's an improvement, I suppose. In other words, what happens in this movie, apparently after defeating Dracula, Barbara and Dracula's Igor, I never learned his name. Apparently they fell in love and decided to get married. But apparently someone stopped trying to crash the wedding in Mina Star. Apparently her parents are the stars, and their line is to make the world a better place. And what they want her to do is collect a bunch of monsters like Loch Ness, King Kong, Dracula, for an experiment that we'll get to soon. Now, this movie is kind of strange for one reason. Max in this movie is completely different in the movie. I mean, look at how he was in this movie, in the first movie. Look how he was, Look how he was. And now how he looks in the sequel. Hell, even his voice has changed. And instead of sounding like just some little kid, now he kind of sounds a little bit like Eggs from Box Trolls.
Kevin, wow, we're really getting the VIP treatment.
The stars never believed in you, so you doubted yourself. That's why you always got it wrong.
I mean, is it just me? Or does he definitely sound like Eggs from Box Trolls? But whatever, that's just me. He's actually decent in voice. And the old lady from the first movie, she was actually pretty fun. I don't know why she didn't come back. I don't know, I didn't do my research well. Whatever, he's going through like some sort of crisis where, he's not really cool, and every time he's putting on his pants, they're too tight for him. Dude, what? Apparently every time he puts his pants on, like, they're too tight, and they're too small for him. Dude, why do you have small pants? Since you were getting ready for Barbara's wedding, then why the hell don't you get, like, bigger pants? Or put some shorts on. They got, like, elastic band in them. And whatever, he tries to use Barbara's amulet to make himself look cool, but he ends up making himself look like a fool. And it's also a reason why him and his family go back to being monsters, because he believes that werewolf Max can take care of it. And then they go on and they follow Mina, trying to stop her from stealing the monsters and get Barbara back. And as for the character Mina, she's actually very decent. She's actually very sweet, and her motives in this movie are very clear and understandable. She wants to be perfect. She wants to please to her parents. Her parents force her to do so much things to make her perfect, but she never stopped to think what she wants. She's just trying to help her parents because she believes her parents are doing good. And therefore, in this movie, her and Max try to form a relationship. Yeah, a teenage girl. Wait, how old is she again? And in a relationship with a werewolf. Oh, well, I've seen movies like that before. Or, whatever, by the end he does, whatever, by the end they become a couple, and that's even after when Max turns back human, Whatever. And as for, what happens in this movie, well, apparently, the stars, you see, they're trying to use the monster energy to create a robot duplicate of Mina, a Mina 2.0, and then I'm like, apparently she was adopted, and because of how, not perfect that she is, they decided to replace her. Really huge dick move. I mean, I know they're the villains of the movie, but really? You're replacing your adopted daughter with robots because she missed a few deadlines and you don't think she's perfect enough. I know the movie is going for you don't have to be perfect. But still, it's still really douchey of what these people are up to. Hell, even after what they want, like, after when they get their Mia 2.0, I'm surprised the Wishbones don't say something like, okay, fine, you have have your Mia 2.0, but why do you still need our monster friends for? Just let them go. Oh, I mean, you just wanted their energy to create that thing, right? So why not just give them back to us? You clearly don't need them anymore. Keep Dracula. We don't care about him. But instead they go through this thing to try and stop them, and by the end, Mia 2.0 is destroyed. I'm surprised they don't end up with a Terminator reference. My guess is that they didn't have a bigger budget for that. So, and that was Monster Family 2. In my opinion, it was decent. For the first act of the movie is kind of boring and stupid. Like it spends like Max trying to like look cool and pull his pants up, and trying to show up for a wedding, and then clearly show in the family that they haven't changed since the first movie a little bit. I mean, they've changed a little bit, but they're still kind of an unhappy family. But by the end of it, they did the same thing they did in the first movie and realized that they become a better family, I suppose. I bet you at 20, they'll start acting the same way in the third one. Anyway, but they decide to adopt Nia, I suppose. Well, not adopt, so that way Max can still be with her, I suppose. But whatever, whatever, I don't know why I said that. It's kind of sweet, even after all this stuff. And if I'm being honest with you, out of all the characters, Mia was actually a very sweet character. Like her motives, her reasons for existing in this movie were very understandable and very sympathetic. Like, all she wants is to be perfect, but, but Max tells her you don't have to be perfect. You're fine the way you are. And I really like that message. Like the first act was a bit boring, but by the time they go to being monsters, they at least tries. You know what I mean? Whatever. It was a good movie. It's 7 out of 10, like the first one. The Monster Family movies are strange, but all in all, something I would recommend or watching just for the hell of it. This review shout out goes to Socks, and I can't really read it right. I'm not a strong reader. Just look at the thing. It's a YouTube channel that shows you a little bit of low budget movies, including Monster Family twice. I mostly just use it to watch Monster Family. It's a decent channel to give a watch at. Go check it out. This is the F-Man Critic telling you to like, subscribe, hit notification. See you guys next time. See ya!